All right, welcome back to Problem Solver Politics. I am your host, Cardin Ellis, with Cody the Oracle.
Hey, everyone.
And today we actually have a guest with us. Brandon Recor is the man that actually posted the original of the infamous viral Chris Cuomo video. And we're analyzing how the analysis of this video has been absolutely botched by the media. For those of you that actually think they still tell the truth, I haven't seen this level of what I cannot see as anything but almost purposeful misinterpretation since we had the Covington Catholic School kids, the infamous Sandman case, all right, where just the media jumped on a narrative and decided to run with it. Even David Pakman, all right, today is posting videos about how, oh my gosh, the debates are rigged because the media has a narrative and CNN was crowbarring in their narrative. So we're actually going to interview here Brandon Recor from That's the Point, the guy that actually was sent the video and posted it himself, and kind of do our analysis here. Cody, did I miss anything?
Not really. I think what would be interesting I know the video's gone viral. I mean, it's the one I'm about to show you guys from Brandon's page is about 600,000 views as of recording. But really quickly, I thought it'd be fun we'll just flip over, watch a little bit of the video for some context of what exactly happened. So,
all right, let's hit it.
Alrighty, give me a second here.
Are we gonna get demonetized because of profanity? I think so.
Yeah, whatever. That's all this video's about.
I'll fucking ruin your shit. I'll fucking throw you down these stairs like a fucking punk.
So unreasonable.
No, punk ass bitches from the right call me Fredo. My name is Chris Cuomo. I'm an anchor on CNN. Fredo is from The Godfather. He was that weak brother.
I know it was you, Fredo.
And they use it as an Italian aspersion. Any of you Italian? Are you Italian? It's a fucking insult to your people. It's an insult to your fucking people. It's like the N-word for us. Is that a cool fucking thing?
You're a much more reasonable guy in person than you seem to be on television.
Yeah, but if you want to play, then we'll fucking play. If
I like
something
that
you
one.
want to say about what I do on television, then say it. But don't perform me a
Hey
fucking
man,
insult.
hey, listen.
What?
I don't want any problems.
Yeah, you're gonna have a big fucking problem.
What's the problem?
It's a little different on TV. Don't fucking insult me like that.
I didn't insult you.
The fuck you call me Fredo? It's like I call you punk bitch. You like that? You want that to be your nickname?
Ooh,
call you
tough.
that.
You called me Fredo. You know my name's not fucking
I
Fredo.
thought your name was.
You did not think my name was fucking Fredo. Don't
See,
be
that
a liar.
seems genuine to me.
You want to be a man? Stand up like a man.
I'm standing up, man.
You want to be a man? I'm
Yeah, I'm
here.
standing
Then
up.
fucking own it. Then own what you
Listen,
said.
man, hey.
Then own what you said.
Listen, man, I don't have a problem with you, man.
Yeah, you're gonna have a fucking problem.
What? What are you gonna do about it?
I'll fucking ruin
Do
your
something
shit.
then.
I'll
Do
fucking
something.
throw you down
Wow,
the stairs
dude.
like a fucking
Like, why does he
punk.
keep going?
Why, so you
You
can
don't
fucking
wanna do
sue?
that. You don't
So
wanna
you
do
can
that.
fucking sue?
Well, why don't you do it
Go
then?
take a swing. You want to call me Fredo? Take a fucking swing.
I'm not gonna swing at
Take a
you.
fucking
I'm
swing.
not
Watch
gonna
your
swing.
fucking hands.
I'm not gonna
Take a
swing.
swing. Watch your
Hey,
fucking
I'm not
hands.
gonna
Take a
swing.
swing. No, come on, boy. Come on, boy. So you want to call me shit? Call me shit then.
Hey, listen, man,
I'm right
I'm
fucking
not
here.
doing anything.
I'll fucking wreck your shit. I'll fucking wreck your shit.
Stop.
You didn't know what you were doing when you called me.
All right, so we've all seen
I
this.
thought it was
Hold on, though.
You didn't know, right? You didn't know what you were saying, right?
I thought it was his name.
I'm breaking it up. Here's a little intrigue.
Okay, so I believe that's it. What's important about the video before I get back to you guys? By the way, again, shout out to Brandon. That's a funny video. I like the edits, dude. A little afraid, a little bit. But one thing I think is important to... Oh, one second. Okay. To point out from the video, I want to... There's one thing I think before I get back to you guys. I think you bring this up as well. First of all, that is not the edit you would see in most of the mainstream media, and the edit you're going to see. For example, there's a very viral tweet from... I'm going to butcher this name like always. Ryan Saavedra, I believe, on Twitter.
Saavedra, yeah.
He sent the tweet out, and that was a different edit. That was more complete and more of what we would see in the encounter. The edited version, you definitely miss some of the context there. Also, even on this viewing, you can actually hear the gentleman filming is a little bit harder to hear, but you can hear him say the same things. We thought that was your name. Honestly, we don't want any problems. And that'll get back to you guys. Why is it so fascinating that they seem to think his name really was Fredo and did not want to start anything with him?
Yeah, so what really happened, man? Give us the lowdown.
This is exactly what happened from the guy himself. They were on vacation. They were at Sunset Beach in.
And this guy actually texted you to give you the video to post on your channel.
Yeah. So the guy, he's
Okay.
a That's the Point fan. He's a subscriber to my channel. Follows me on Instagram, and he hit me up on a DM and said, "Hey, I got this message from I got this message from him, and he said, hey, I got, this happened to me yesterday. I ran into this guy, and this is what his response was, and he sent me the clip. So I watched the clip, and I was like, wow, this is your video. This was you in the video. Yeah. So okay. So what he told me is they were at a bar slash restaurant called Sunset Beach in Shelter Island, New York, and they were going up the stairs, and Chris Cuomo, and he was with a woman and a couple other guys. There was no children around at all, like Sean Hannity said. There was no children around. If so, they were in a bar, but there was no children. They walked up. He recognized his face, but he doesn't watch CNN. He's not a person that listens to CNN. He just recognized his face, and the only thing he knew about him is that Rush calls him Fredo. So at that point, he didn't know his real name or whatever the case was. So, he basically said maybe, thought, was that, a nickname, or is that his name? So he legitimately, all he did was, hey, Fredo, can I get a pic with you? And at that point is when Chris Cuomo went crazy and the recording popped on. And that's when because he had it ready for a picture, when he said, hey, Fredo, can I have a pic with you? And when he started going crazy, he hit the video button and recorded. So the guy didn't even know Chris Cuomo was there. He didn't even know his real name. So
he just might have broadly recognized his face.
Well, yeah, I mean, probably, yeah. If you listen to Rush Limbaugh talks about him. You could look up Rush Limbaugh clips on YouTube. I'm sure there's plenty of them that mention where he says Fredo. He calls Chris Cuomo Fredo. So him listening to Rush all the time and not really knowing who he is or knowing who CNN, to be honest,
it could be an honest mistake.
Yeah, it's like, so he legitimately didn't probably know his name and was like, hey, they call him Fredo all the time, maybe that's his name or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
And said, hey, Fredo, can I get a pic with you?
Yeah.
Like, that innocent, bro. And then the media, what they're trying to do is paint it and demonize this kid, saying he was a heckler and that he went there to try to set him up and get him on tape to go to get a viral video. That's ridiculous. That's a complete lie. And what's so sad about it is the lack of honest investigative journalism that is being shown here. It's disgusting. And they're openly showing that they're really just actors and they're all in together. Because if Sean Hannity tweeted out, his 9-year-old daughter was there, I back Chris Cuomo, his family was there, you don't go lobbing an insult. The dude walked up the stairs, saw him, and said, hey, Fredo, can I get a pic? And Chris Cuomo snapped from that point. And the camera started at that point. Once after he asked the question, the camera started right away once Chris Cuomo started losing his stuff.
Okay, so when you actually re-watch this clip through the eyes of the actual poster or somebody who was there that says, I'm sorry, I actually thought his name was Fredo and this was an honest mistake, you can see how really Chris Cuomo's the one losing his mind.
It's clear, it's evident.
And your whole entire perception of this clip changes when you realize this was legitimately an honest mistake. Now, here's my question though, is I saw this on CNN, on Fox News, on Hannity, on all of the print media, and even Ben Shapiro was talking about it. The Rational National, everybody jumped on this.
The president?
Saying, oh yeah, the president, saying, actually the president was the only one that was kind of a little bit defensive of you, I guess.
Well, hold on. Donald Trump Jr. and the president.
Well, I want to read one thing, sorry, really quickly. I want to see if I can pull it up. This is from, actually, here we go. This is from an article by Vox, okay? So clearly not a right-wing source, but this was really fascinating. It's probably you guys thinking about this. It says that even as the president's son glorified the video, please edit that, not all Trump supporters agreed with his and his father's assessment. Controversy surrounding the video made for some interesting bedfellows. Fox News host Sean Hannity, whose show airs during the same, literal direct competitor, aims at the same time slot as Cuomo, came out and, like you said, came with either lazy at the very best or dishonest at the least, right? Tweet. And what I think is fascinating is we're seeing the media say, I don't care if I compete with you directly in my industry, I'll side with you before I know the facts, no matter what. We're one and the same. I think that's kind of how I take from it. I don't know about you guys, but I get this sense of Hannity says, oh, Cuomo's media. Him over anyone else, because we are different than you. And I think that's a good example.
Now, did any of these people actually reach out to you? Because, I mean, you're the poster of the video. You are the original source of the video on YouTube. Did
Ryan Savitra, who originally made it go viral, he called me and he messaged me, and then we just exchanged numbers and talked to each other. And I gave him, I said, okay, as long as you give me the credit in the video, I don't mind, as long as they ask and they make sure.
So where's the breakdown of the truth of what happened from the guy who posted it and knows the original source of the video? Where'd the breakdown between the truth and this big
Opinions.
cluster bomb of opinions that we've gotten? Where's the breakdown there? Do you feel that Ryan Saavedra represented you in the situation correctly from the beginning, and it was the others that messed up, or what?
To be honest with you, no. I think it was just people took a story and they ran with it. They made their own opinions, and they tried to. What it is, it didn't matter if Cuomo was right or wrong in at that spot. They automatically went to defend him, and what they were doing is justifying his behavior. If that was anybody else, like Ben Shapiro, or if it was Hannity himself, or if it was Tucker Carlson, or any right-wing face media like that, they would have been fired, tarred, feathered, crucified, and walked down the street with people calling them, yelling shame. You know what I mean? If that was anybody else, but here we have both right and left protecting him from his actions when he was a complete idiot, took an innocent mistake, and tried to turn it. And now what they're trying to do is paint it so that he doesn't get in trouble, that his actions are justified, and it's a lie. And I urge you guys, stay tuned. I'm coming out with the video of exposing this whole situation. I'm going to be having the interview with the actual guy that's in the video, the young kid who was in the video, who was there that Chris Cuomo was attacking. I'm going to be doing a sit-down interview with him, and we're going to get this whole thing out in the open and expose how right and left media are all in one accord. And it's sad to say, because I grew up watching Hannity. I grew up learning a lot of things from the topics that he talks about and going and doing the research for myself. So, it kind of breaks my heart to see that he just completely, like they say in the movie, I know it was you, Fredo. You broke my heart. You broke my heart, Hannity. It's hashtag Hannity Fredo. Hashtag Fredo Hannity.
So Hannity is the true Fredo, is what you're saying.
Hannity is the Fredo at this moment. He took the cake over Cuomo on this one.
Okay, Cody, your thoughts?
And I'm coming after Shapiro too. So
now, how
Shapiro's the same thing. And the Daily Wire, Ryan Saavedra is with the Daily Wire.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So to him to run the story after I talked to Ryan about the situation, goes to baffle and blow my mind. You know what I mean? I specifically explained the situation.
Yeah, we're naming names here, man. We're naming
I'm
names.
going at him, dude. Why not, dude? We're the real media, bro. Whoever goes out there and wants to report on facts and truth, you're the media. Believe that. Don't think because they're on the news, they're on TV, that they're the face. No, they're just actors, dude. They get a script. They have somebody writing their stuff behind the curtain. This is all fresh off the head, man. We go out there, we get in the streets. The people matter, so we go and get their opinions, give them a platform, because that's what matters. And we don't allow big corporates to push around people, and especially to be blatant hypocrisy in Sean Hannity when he's been using the Nicholas Sandmann case to smash and smear the left and CNN, how they misinterpreted the story and came out with it wrong. But he did exactly what he has been smashing CNN for, by coming out and spreading fake news with a fake narrative and a fake story without doing investigative journalism to ask the actual source. You're full of it, you're full of it, Sean. You're full of it, and I'm coming for you, and I'm going to expose it. 100%, because this is it, dude. I'm tired of it. The big corporate medias are all full of it. You're all full of it, dude. And it's us, the people, that are going to take over. That's it.
It's actually really interesting you say this, and I find it so intriguing that kind of Donald Trump and Donald Trump Jr. were your only, I guess, supporters.
They're the only ones that stood up and say. And what's crazy is that YouTube took my video down for bullying policies. Yeah, I have the whole. Donald Trump Jr. retweeted that. Also, I retweeted. I tweeted the emails from YouTube. Mm-hmm. I screenshotted them, tweeted them.
It's being pulled up right now.
And you'll see it, where they took down the video for bullying policies. I immediately appealed it, right? Mm-hmm. But as soon as I did that, because usually appeals take forever. You know what I mean? Uh-huh. So, with that being said, I did the appeal. I took the screenshots, took the pictures. I uploaded them to Twitter, and some other guy named Alex or ALX retweeted it, and then Donald Trump Jr. retweeted that one.
Okay.
And then Trump tweeted that and said, put it back up, put the video back up. And I promise you, I have the world's record of fastest appeal acceptance to put a video back up on YouTube ever. Within an hour,
because
it was
Donald
back
Trump
up because of Trump and Donald Trump Jr.
And to a certain extent,
The big advocates. Here, I threw it up on screen right here.
That's the one with just now. Rush Limbaugh actually tried to take he just now I got an email from the YouTube saying that Rush Limbaugh is putting a copyright strike on my video.
Okay, see, that's the thing. So you asked me before, what do I think about
So
this?
okay, yeah. What do you think about this?
I think it's like Brandon just said. That was a great way of putting it, man. There's people have a habit of kind of you just come to the point of like, oh, this is kind of like the worldview I have and the things I think. Here's other people who think it, and you start taking for granted, like, okay, they're, I'm like with them. I get what they're talking about. And like you said, it comes down to either siding with just the people or a media personality. Hannah is in the media, and he goes, oh, no, that's one of us. That's one of my own. So I'm siding with him. Regardless, like you said, he has spent how long hammering? A lot of people have been hammering about, oh my God, the media have these unfair representations of all these people, and the media lies, and then he sees a clip. We were looking maybe an hour after that original tweet went out. Mm-hmm. He writes a tweet, oh, it was with his family, and he's being insulted, he's being accosted. This is awful. Like, how do you know?
Who told him this?
Hold on, I'm pulling up the email right now because I believe. So okay, yeah, they did send it back. The copyright infringement notice from the Rush Limbaugh thing that you just pulled up.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It says.
I'll see if I can find the other one too.
Let's see.
We should have live.
Oh no! Actually, I just issued a copyright complaint against Inside Edition for using my video and not crediting me. As a matter of fact, so that was a different one. So hold on. This is okay. Boom! Right here, copyright claim. They released it.
No, that's hilarious.
Right here.
I mean, this is crazy. This is the phone from which the video was posted. Right here.
The artifacts.
You are actually
looking
at the phone that it was posted from.
But I think it's like, seriously, man. That's I think it's a good point right here. Something we're talking about. Like, this is exactly how when people talk about fake news, this is what they mean, man. Like, people go out there and they run out there with stories. They have no idea what they're talking about based on, it seems like Hannity said,
the agenda they want to push.
Yeah, I think Hannity's trying to defend fellow reporters, fellow journalists.
It's not even just Hannity.
No, journalists, fellow TV news anchors.
So I was going to say exactly, because we're the journalists out here in these streets getting beat up, picked on, getting bullied, getting racial slurs put at us, getting called Nazi, getting called all types of hate names, getting death threats, getting threatened. You know what I mean? Getting people putting their hands on me, trying to take stuff. You know what I mean? So... they're not, dude, we're out here doing journalism, that they're just sitting in their high horse, and I'm coming to knock that down, because they got to understand, I don't do this journalism for myself and for my notoriety. I go out there to spread the facts for you people so you can know the truth. That's what we're supposed to do.
I love it. That's awesome.
I find it so intriguing that, see, there's a reason why. I'm on a scale of 1 to 10. How big of a Trump supporter are you? A Trump fan, a Trump enthusiast? Scale of 1 to 10.
I would have said 10 out of 10, but I'm 9 out of 10 due to the gun flag law, the red flag law talk.
Okay, but still, you'd say on a scale of 1 to 10, you're not an 11, but you're definitely not an 8. You're big, high up there.
Yes, I support Trump 100%. I'm voting for him, and I back him. I just don't agree with the red flag law talk.
Okay, that's fine, but it's like this is why people become such supporters of Donald Trump, because what's interesting is in this whole equation of media, misrepresentation, fake news, so on and so forth, the only two people that actually supported you were Donald Trump and his son. The only people that, once all the facts settle and the dust clears and everybody reanalyzes the video and realizes, holy crap, who was right? Donald Trump. Anybody that thinks that he's a Fox News aficionado is just listening to a leftist narrative. Didn't he skip one of the Fox News, didn't he threaten to, or at least skip one of the Fox News debates because he thought that they weren't being fair in their coverage of him? And he said, instead, I'm going to go have a rally that benefits the veterans. Like, there's been plenty of times that he's snubbed Fox News as well. As much as he rips on CNN, he obviously rips on Fox News less. But the only kind of non-media compliant or non-media sycophant in this whole equation was actually the supposedly idiotic, bigoted, and silly president is the only one that got it right.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, that's usually how it's been since his office, since him being in office. He's usually ends up being right, even though they don't want to accept it.
Yeah. I just love the idea of, like, I think it's just a cool moment though, where everyone kind of take a second and look and realize that, you know, like, whether you support Trump, whether you support Joe Biden, pick someone, right? The idea that, like, we can, I just want, like you said, I want the people to come together and realize, I don't care what your opinions are. The media is full of crap, and they lie to us, and they care about themselves first, themselves second, and then third, their money, and then us are down there at the bottom. You know what I mean? And I think people got to realize, like, dude, it doesn't matter people like literally talk about how, like, oh, that news sucks, they're the worst, but they are arbiters of truth. Like, dude,
they're full of media. Dude, they're full of it, first and foremost. Second of all, do you understand that they're up there sitting there pretty with stories coming into them, making, hundreds of thousands and maybe millions off their name brand and all of that due to the notoriety of such, the big corporations. But I'm out here taking losses. I'm out here trying to struggle to pay rent while I'm making this a full-time job. This ain't, I'm not getting paid like that. I get paid off a little ad revenue. I'm strictly viewer funded. You know what I mean? I get some help through the PayPal. They're all linked on my YouTube channels on any video in the description. You know what I mean? And through sharing videos, bro, that's just how it works, bro. I'm not big corporate backed. I'm out here with one person. I go out there sometimes by myself with the camera and the phone. That's it. And I rock like that. You know why? Because I care about getting the truth in the news and spreading facts, bro. You have to spread facts. It's like you have to do it, because if you don't, people are just going to completely fall into their bias. They're going to completely fall into the lies of the mainstream media that are paid by major corporations like George Soros, like people like that, to push a narrative and keep division within the country. That's their whole goal. You know what I mean? So we got to break out of that by going and just stop listening to what they're saying. Take the topics, do the research for yourself, look for the numbers. I know it's not easy and I know it takes time, but if you really want to know the truth of life and how to really benefit yourself, you need to take the time for yourself to sit back and really understand what you stand for.
I love it, dude.
All right.
I love that, man.
So this is Brandon Recor, the original gangster that actually posted the video, who actually talked to the guys in the video and is the original source of this video. And you heard it here first, or who knows, maybe you didn't, maybe a friend called you. But anyway, check it out. Brandon, how can people follow you, contact you, everything? How do they follow you?
So go to That's the Point with Brandon on YouTube. Every link or every video that's linked up into my YouTube channel, first subscribe, like, and share the channel if you agree with the content that I put out. But That's the Point with Brandon on YouTube. In every video, go to the description and they have all of my social media links, including if you want to help push this truth and fact narrative, where if you want to push That's the Point and you want to help out, donate. We have a merch shop also up, and I'm just releasing. Actually, I don't know if you could pull up my Instagram.
Sure.
I'm releasing a shirt when I go to Portland. Going to Portland tomorrow.
Oh, forget the big dude. When is that?
All right.
17th?
This weekend, yeah.
Oh my god.
So I'm going there to cover the event, get some interviews. Go pull up that Don't Get Flipped shirt. We have the official limited edition, first edition, Don't Get Flipped Pancake Boy shirt. All right.
Okay.
So
explain the significance to our viewers. Don't
man,
get flippy.
so I've been getting a lot of things, a lot of people. So I talk a lot of trash when I do my interviews, like when people are trying me, because I'm from the hood, bro. So the whole thing is, if you're talking trash, I'm gonna talk trash to you. You know what I mean? That's just what it is.
Yeah. Okay.
So like when they talk, like they try to put their hand on my mic and stuff like that, I warn them. I say, listen, bro, don't get flipped. I'll flip you. Don't get flipped. I'll flip you like a pancake. You know what I mean?
Oh, this is epic.
it's just a warning shirt to don't put your hands on me. That shirt's coming out. I got a whole you don't weigh enough. Are you guys going skiing today? Shirt coming. I got a whole bunch of stuff coming out, man. I got a 0 cents AOC shirt that's being made right now.
Oh,
it's
I like
a
that,
penny with her face on it, and it says 0 cents. Oh.
Well, you better get that shirt out before Andrew Yang gets rid of the penny, dude.
Huh?
I'm just kidding. Yeah. It's kind of an inside joke.
By the way, let's say it seems like during conflict you're much more reasonable than Chris Cuomo is. So,
well, I can be. But sometimes they take me there though. So the thing is, that's why I work for myself. That's the beautiful thing, is that I can lose my stuff. I can lose my mind if I want to. You know what I mean? I try not to, but
if it happens,
but some people deserve it though. You know what I mean? And I'm just gonna call it how I see it. You know what I mean? Some people deserve it, but I don't work for CNN. I don't work for Fox. I work for me, and that's the pleasure of it, because I can snap if I want to and not go viral.
I love it,
dude.
dude.
Funny.
It'll go viral, but for different
reasons. It'll go viral, but for a different reason. Yeah.
All right. So you saw the truth here. The real news, not the fake news. Let us know what you guys think about Brandon, about this whole situation, about the mainstream media in general. If you haven't commented yet, please comment. If you haven't liked yet, please like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to both me, him, everybody you like. And also, if you guys want to contribute to our channel, there's a link for a direct PayPal contribution. It's actually really important that you do that, because we get like the vast majority of our videos demonetized, deranked, because they do indeed talk about controversial topics, and this is independent political radio and journalism. So let us know what you guys think. This is Problem Solver Politics.
American Trigger Pullers on Instagram.